of how things like cuts and burns are made to look so real.
My name is Grace Mrema. I am the founder of Grycelle Studio. I am a professional special effects makeup artist.
Could you describe special effects further? Because many people think special effects is just like regular makeup.
Special effects is makeup for movies. So anything blood related, chopped off hands, a wound, gunshot wounds, zombies, monsters, all that, aging people, beard application, all that is special effects.
Okay. Is this what you initially wanted to do?
I won't say always wanted, because I didn't start off as a special effects makeup artist from the get-go. I started as a beautician, you just say that, because I did nails, makeup, hair, I did everything. And then I slowly gravitated towards makeup. And then because the industry got a bit saturated, and if you go for if they call you for a job, they ask you what's so special about what you do, why should we give you and not, I couldn't come up with an answer because there was really nothing special about what I was doing. It was just normal makeup like everyone else. So I had to look for something to add on to the normal makeup. And then that's when I started doing my research about special effects, schools available in Kenya, which they're not there locally. So I had to go to South Africa. So I studied in Johannesburg for a year and a half, and then came back to launch my career.
So what was your starting capital?
It's actually not that expensive because initially you need to have the rent and deposits. Well, right now the studio is in my house, so. But then, if you want to start, of course, you need to come up with the rent and deposits. That is rent for 1 month and deposits. Rent for 1 month and deposit for 2 months. So there's the license, there's the fire license, and then there's the license for the entire premise. And then what else do you need? Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I was just setting up the workstations. So initially, when I began, how much did I spend? Let me say around 100. Yeah, around 100,000. Before COVID, things were moving, but then now it's a bit slow in terms of even guys shooting films, and most of my students are mostly people who finished high school maybe, and they're looking for something to do, and or if you do makeup and you want to add on to the same way I did, I just look for something to top up to the normal makeup.
So what challenges do you face running your business?
Income, delay payments. So sometimes you can, not sometimes, well, all the time, you'll do a certain job and it takes 45 days. Some even take a year. I have people who haven't paid me in 2 years, It gets to a point where you're let me just forget about that. But you see, no, it's hurting the business. So the whole payments delays is my biggest problem. Yeah. And then there's also product availability, but then that one is not such a big deal for me because the special effects products are not locally available. You have to order them online. Shipping them in here is another story. And then it takes so much time, 30 days, that's a whole month. So yeah, it's the product availability and delayed payment.
Yeah, what do you know about running a business now that you didn't know when you started your art studio?
Setting up an account for the business, because if I get money maybe from the students or selling products, and then I just put it in my personal account, I will use it. So I had to separate. I used to do that, but then it got to a point where I really had to be serious and separate my income. So I have like my personal income, and then there's the business money that's coming in. So you don't touch that. So that is just for growing the business. It's not for your own personal things. So there's a way now I have nimejipanga. I know how to separate money. So I have entertainment money, then you have the business money, because you can't mix. It will end in tears.
What would you tell other women who are looking to start their own businesses?
Start. Just start. Because for me, before I even decided to open here, I had people telling me like, you need to open a studio, right? I'm like, yeah, I'll do it. So it's that fear of making the first step that people are usually scared of. But once you make that first step, then things just slowly fall into place. So just don't overthink it. Start. And it's not just any wax, it's special effects wax. Dip it in a bit of powder, baby powder, just to make it less sticky. Proceed. This one we use to stick down silicone pieces or even wax. So you take just a bit of it and apply it on whichever area you're going to be working on. Then you take your wax, stick it down. Take some Aramis or Vaseline. So we use this to melt down the edges of the wax. So you want it to look as realistic as possible.
Okay.
So this is the crucial. Once you're done, so always trust the process. Then next, I'm going to go in with some foundation, special effects foundation. And we are dabbing, not swiping. And then just cut across wherever it is that you want your cut to be. This is alcohol-based paint, and it can only be activated by 99%. Yeah. There you go.
Wow, okay. That looks like a real wound.
Yeah. Normally I usually work with like reference images. So I'll go on the internet and Google like actual wounds. And then now I try and recreate those wounds. Okay. It will help you even, because you need to follow anatomy. You can't just put a cut anywhere. And then how deep is the cut? Are there muscles that will show? Is there bone that will show? So those are the things that you need to pay attention to.
Quite innovative and mind-boggling, I tell you. Thank you, Vivian, for that. Well, let's go further into some more news. And malnutrition remains a widespread issue around the country, with those living at the base of the pyramid, especially in informal settlements, being the most affected. Now, the Global Alliance for Improved